all loaded up. Got the 247 in the back of the trailer. Have to go in backwards. It's lots of fun. Not sketchy at all, I promise. And get that up in the trailer. Pretty rainy day today, so we made a nice mess driving in back and forth. But as you can see, one pallet of sod in here. Fix all this up. And then we go all the way back here. We got some pavers. Some pavers. Another pallet of sod too to fix all this stuff down here. You can see you get the Shaw old stone pavers. Had to break it down into 2 pallets this time, just so we didn't have the issue that we did before. That must be like a right at the 247's capacity, because like that was no problem for it. All I did was take 3 row of brick off. Each row of brick should weigh about 350 pounds. But yeah, that's an update as to where we're at. Looking good. That's gonna be our steps. So we might get some pavers down today if this rain holds, but it has been pouring all morning, as you guys can kind of tell by the puddle. But yeah, fun stuff. So just thought I'd give you guys an update on that. The 247's taken off. All of its work is done except trucking out the excess pavers, because I think we're gonna have probably about half a pallet of extra. So we're gonna have fun doing that by hand, but you know, way she goes sometimes. Can't justify keeping a machine around for an extra 2 days when we can just do that in a couple hours. So yeah, keep tuned in, guys. This is pretty much getting there. You guys can pretty much get an idea of what the final product's gonna look like, but yeah, check it out. Update on the end to a rainy day. Still managed to get some shit done. Gotta love it. Just on by myself today. Cut the boys this morning because obviously with rain, never know when it's gonna stop, so I didn't want them waiting around when there was no work to be had. So just got in here and I pounded out probably the last 6 rows, 7 rows, whatever, from the fireplace onto the side. Got it all laid down. Changed the plans on the steps. We were gonna use these Junior Allens, but not really liking the lip that they have, and they don't really work the best for steps. So we're just gonna go right up to the regular Allen blocks with cappers. If you can kind of see, we would have had to build the Junior Allen blocks up probably a good 3 inches anyway, so it wasn't gonna work. So yeah, we'll go with the big ones. I think they'll look better. They'll be more sturdy. A little more expensive, but that's all right. We want to make sure it's done right. But yeah, that's an update for the day. As you can see, I'm gassed. All I did today was pretty much truck everything we need. As you guys saw, the sod, took the skid back. Yeah, it's just been a day in the truck, and then popped out here just to get a little bit done. Make it look like we were hustling hard here today, which we were, but we just weren't here all day, just driving around doing all the other things that need to be done. But yeah, it all needs to be done, so that stuff's out of the way. Grass is here. We also have quite a bit of mud, so the plan was to sod tomorrow, but we'll check it out, I guess, and see what this ground looks like, because if it stays like this, we're just gonna be rolling around in mud. So yeah, that's an update for today. I think we're gonna have a little extra brick left over, a little more than I anticipated, because the skid's out of here, so it's gonna be a pain in the ass for the boys to haul out by hand, but that's the way it's gotta be sometimes. Just look there. Stuff looks great when it's dry, but as you can see, it's all wet sitting on the pallet, so the stuff getting put down is like a completely different color than the stuff that's already been down. So yep. Alrighty, check you guys tomorrow. Let's get this knocked out, hopefully. End of another day. Alrighty, guys, so you get to check out the finished product here. Chad's trucking the last of the dirt scraps down. But yeah, as you can see, it's a little dirty. We're about to throw some poly sand in here. But that's the finished product. Used Allen blocks for those steps. Turned out pretty good. It's gonna be a hot tub over in that corner, so that's kind of why we have the fireplace offset like this. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty awesome. Alrighty, so there it is. Finished product. Walk down off of here. That's that straw brick Eurostone. Allen block cappers. Those are stairs. Fireplace. Just put the last little bit of poly sand in it, so it's still wet. Showing the colors nicely. Yeah, I think it turned out pretty good all in all. Come back here so you can view the whole thing. And then we sawed it all the way in and out where we were. Fun. So this is what we got going on today. That is the start of our stair form. We're gonna pour directly into the wall there, so it has a really nice smooth look and we don't have a gap off of there. So got that all in. Worked on backfilling this a little bit with some concrete that we had and just some other 3/4 stone laying around. We'll have to give that a good whack down, compact it. But yeah, that's kind of, we're gonna be about 6 stairs. Rise on each one's about 7 inches. A run of 1 foot 4 inches. So it should be a nice, comfortable, I'm kicking my forms here already. Nice, comfortable, full boat waist you can fit on there easy. So yeah, gonna keep trucking. We got another two boards to slap up, and that'll be it. Another day, another grind, I guess you could say. Another headache. Just got all the runners at least for the stairs knocked out. I'll step down so you guys can get an idea what it should look like. Right into the wall. What I was using there is just like offcuts of wood and 2 Tapcons. Some are 3 Tapcons, some are 2. Pretty big. It's a 1/4 inch, I think. 1/4 inch by 3 1/4 Tapcon screw. So we found it. Get some pretty thin chicken wire. Should do the trick, not let any rocks through. So let's get out of here and go get this installed, fill those stairs in, get on with our day. Figured I'd also just check in, let you guys know a little bit about our truck right now since we're in it and we spent a lot of time in it in the past. So what we run, it's a 2010 F250 gasser. This thing has, let's see, if we get away from the tire pressure monitor lights and the oil change required lights, 224,560 kilometers on it. And it just still goes strong. I mean, these trucks I find just run into the ground. This one, the box is a little bit rusty and has seen some better days, but we used the box, actually, funny enough, before we bought our dump trailer. We used the box a lot to haul material, and even with that front bed rail just being a little soft, it still did the trick pretty well. So got to give the old Ford credit there, but that is one thing about them, they rust. So the wheel wells are out of this, we welded them back in. Also a little help from some fiberglass as well. Got it looking, presentable again, and we got a really good deal on this truck, and it has worked hard for us all season so far. So has not missed a beat, other than a misfire and a few other things. But it's a good truck, so definitely recommend this generation F250 to anyone considering getting into the industry. So there she is there. She's up on top of the pile of gravel. But what this one is, 2010 5.4 gasser. Just a red cab, 8-foot box. Perfect for what we're doing. Works out pretty good. As you can see, well beat up and well dented. She's a well-run truck, but that's the best part about these trucks. They run and they keep on going. So she's a little dirty right now, you can see, but quite a few spots where we've just gone back and we just grinded down some rust and touched her up. We needed to do another one there by the mud flap. But the whole, as you can kind of tell right here, the front box rail is not the best. So the bed moves around a little bit, not too bad, but we use this thing for bumper pulling and just carrying a lot of crap in here. But as you can see, this is my masterpiece right here. You can still see the Bondo poking through, or the body filler paint poking through a little bit. This was, I'll put a little clip in here just to show you guys, but this was fist size holes, like I'm talking. Boom, that was out of her. She was gone. So slap those back in her. Honestly, the paint had a really weird reaction, but other than that, body lines on this thing are actually still pretty good. Like, a lot of the times you see the guys do them, but they lose this upper body line, and this was completely gone. So we had to pretty much make that back up in fiberglass. I'll show you guys this side as well. This side's actually, I think, the one that came out a little bit better as far as the body lines go, because it was clean right down the side. Once again, that paint, it's not perfect. I mean, it's a 10-footer, that's what we call it, and the paint's not a perfect match, but it gives you a pretty good idea. So yeah, we got our big hitch on there. That's what we haul everything with. 12,000 pound hitch. This is a great little truck though, I'll tell you. It'll do pretty much everything you need. We've hauled 13,000 pounds in this thing. Probably shouldn't, but I mean, have done it, and it's not missed a beat. The old 5.4, I mean, it's not the most powerful thing in the world. If you get on a good little hill, you better plant your foot and hope for the best. But other than that, man, I love it. It's a nice little truck for our concrete retaining wall to come in there, meet up with our board. We got to get that drain running out through the concrete as well. So. Alrighty guys, so quick update as to what I was working on there in that time lapse. It's a little bit hard to see, but I'll see if I can show you like this. We just made that little mesh chicken wire net to keep our rock when we backfill it, like 4 or 5, in some places that's like 6 inches off of our form, which is going to finish our concrete. So we don't want to burn all the concrete that it would take to fill this all up in here, because it'd be very, very, very expensive, and it'd be very, very much a pain in the ass for the next person that has to rip it out. But yeah, so we got that in there. So basically now what we'll do, I'll show you guys from an angle like this, is we'll backfill right up to that chicken wire, right up to the top of it, and that'll keep that back off our form board. So we get concrete in there. But yeah, that's what we're working on. We'll now get the rest of this rock. That's been my parking spot for the last couple days, into there, and strengthen our forms up, and we'll be ready for concrete. So as you guys can see, it's starting to get a little bit dark out, but this here we got the driveway all cleaned up, gravel off it, needs another sweep and a pressure wash eventually, but all of our gravel's in, so we got a good idea where our base is going to be. We're going to have to fix this up because it's pretty much level with the driveway right now. A lot of the stone has to be moved in towards that wall. We got our chicken wire is holding up great. It's really hard to show you guys in between those forms, but I can show you kind of from above. So we get concrete against all in there. This took a lot of fill. That was probably about 2.5, 3 yards that went in here. Brought this up a lot, so I think we'll be down to pretty much using 2.5 yards of concrete now. Still got to do my final measurements once we get all the rest of it in, but I think that's the range that we're going to be at. Then we're going to do some nice pavers over here. I was thinking that Techo block, the new hex pattern they have, well, I guess it's not new, but that hex pattern, it looks awesome. So only thing, we got to wait on ordering them in. They're a little more expensive, but we're doing a small square footage project. We're spending the money to make this absolutely pop. We'll get this all geared up with another form tomorrow morning. But yeah, that kind of concludes this one. That's another week, so, well, actually it's kind of a mix of the weekend and the start of this week, so I can get a video today, which is Wednesday. So Yeah, stay tuned. This is going to be really cool. I think we're going to be pouring concrete on this at the start of next week and getting our pavers in. So this will be our last little hurrah. We got one more deck that we have to finish up as well. A lower deck, just ground level. All the footers are ready, and it's good to go. So we just got to dust this off, and then hibernation, I guess you could say. Well, guys, as you can see, I don't know if you can see there, it's a little dark. Truck's up on a jack stand, or on a jack, which is never good. Wrapped up for the day, got a lot done, was really happy. Went to move the truck back into the driveway. And I don't know if you guys will be able to see this or not, but let me just see what we're trying to show you. Right in, I'm gonna get you. Right in here is our wheel bearing, and if you guys can see, I'll try and come up here so you can see better. You can see that's separated up there. So our wheel bearing has decided it was gonna bite the bullet. Well, guys, I guess that kind of wraps up today. I'm gonna head upstairs, you know, pout a little bit about the truck as we all do when they break, because we gotta get it fixed. We can't have downtime. So I guess I have a new project for tomorrow and Thursday. Guess I'm putting in not only concrete stairs, but also a new wheel bearing in the truck. So I'm just about to head upstairs. We'll edit this video, hopefully get it out tonight at a reasonable time. And then, yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next one where we're going to finish up those stairs. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below with what you think. Like the video, that helps out a lot too. So, alrighty guys. Take care. See you in the next one.